We are out here for a lot of different reasons. Basically, we don't feel like it's quite safe enough for us to return. The number one thing that we're hoping to accomplish is making sure that all teachers have their vaccines before they enter into the schools with children. Some people are starting next week kindergarten, and we just feel like many of the teachers haven't been vaccinated yet. And right now we're told they're right around the corner. So it feels a little bit like, why are we rushing at this point when we've been doing virtual school for a year? Why aren't we getting everybody who is working in person vaccinated before we force people back into buildings? And it does feel forced. I mean, it is. It's not how it feels. It is forced. Nobody's been given a choice.
So there's still some significant concerns over the ability to safely go back to school. And so we're just trying to show solidarity with those who are going to have to go first, making the point that maybe it's safer to teach outside than it is to be inside the buildings in some cases.
Why am I out here today? Well, we're showing solidarity with our elementary school level colleagues who had to return to work this week. Most of us have been teaching at home, so we've been invisible.
Today's action is today's action, but this is hopefully just a continuance of us continuing to speak out and being vigilant about the safety and welfare of our kids in our buildings.
We're standing out here in support with other teachers in mainly in our older school buildings. So while we feel really good about the status of our building and we don't have a return date yet for middle school, we are hearing from elementary colleagues that have large classes where social distancing won't be able to be achieved if the district doesn't make a different plan. And we're hearing about buildings that have lack of hot water, soap, paper towels, things that would also be essential for making a safe return. There are places that don't have windows that function. So that's a health and safety concern and again, for everybody. Even if I get my vaccine, I'm gonna have students who could potentially get COVID, and maybe my students will be fine, but then they bring it home to their families. And I don't know if their families are gonna be fine. I'm not gonna be able to handle it if one of my kids gets seriously ill, or if somebody in their family dies. I'm a little emotional today because there are a lot of people out here. We love our kids. Like, I love my students with everything I have, and all I want to do is see them. I love them, but I want it to be safe for them, safe for their families, safe for us, and that's really, really important.